This is Forrest here with Blast Processing Reviews, and this is part 2 of our review on Ehrgeiz, God Bless the Ring. The Forsaken Dungeon is a completely different game that happens to be on the same disc as Ehrgeiz. So here's the intro screen when you start up the game. This is a brand new quest apparently. Why they chose to capitalize only the word quest is beyond me though. This brand new quest is the Forsaken Dungeon. It sounds ominous. Those two right there are the main characters of this shit-stained hack-and-slash dungeon crawler RPG extravaganza, Koji Masuda and Clara Andrews. And as you can tell, they look pretty pumped about this Forsaken Dungeon, and rightly so. They're archaeologists, exploring old ruins and such is their specialty. Hell, you'd figure Clara would wear some goddamn clothes though, considering her occupation. This is Koji and Clara talking or something, and the story is pretty much they're just like looking for like the key to the mystery of immortality pretty much. It's pretty generic stuff. So let's just skip all this nonsense and get to the gameplay. Starts you off in one of the battle arenas for the actual fighting game Ehrgeiz. I don't know what the hell they're talking about here, so I'll just get on with it, I guess. I mean, he's got the open hatch. I guess I'll just fall through. Alright, here you go. Alright, and this is another battle arena, and she's telling me to go down the stairs. Oh, this one's got stairs, okay. And a tunnel, going through the tunnel here. Look how he runs, just like, what is he doing with his hands? Like, alright, more stairs. What? Like, did I just wake up in a bed? Like, what happened in between that tunnel and me going to this hotel kind of thing? Like, did it just, like, teleport me? I don't get it. It's just fucking lazy. What, did they not have enough space on the disc because there's so much crap crammed onto it? Like, that they just had to skip a whole portion and just, like, send me directly from tunnel to, like, in a hotel room with, like, on a bed. Like, whatever. It's just fucking lazy. Like, that's ridiculous. The Forsaken Dungeon does a good job of not telling you what the fuck to do and just throws you out there with a dinky knife and wooden shield. Like you're a kid Link trying to get past that jackass elf boy to see the Deku tree. It doesn't really tell you anything, but you quickly find out that there aren't many places to go except up the stairs or down the well. And if you go down the well, you die. So let's go up the stairs and through the door, shall we? This is the Forsaken Dungeon. This is where you're going to be doing all your adventuring. There's 21 floors and each floor is randomly generated to some extent. You can pick up different weapons and armor along the way. I found axes, knives, swords, katanas, brass knuckles, rods. Some weapons can only be equipped by Clara and some only by Koji. The actual fighting in this game is pretty lackluster. Circle charges your lasers, or, you know, does magic, and you bash square to kill things. You can hold the square button to charge a spinning attack, but it takes too long and I usually die. Bashing square is the way to go, and that makes for some uninspiring gameplay. You can pick up items that restore your health in the form of potions and mead and dungeon grass and dog food. Yeah, those restore your endurance, which is a gray little bar under your health bar. If that runs out, it starts to deplete your health over time, so you need to stock up on a good supply of dungeon grass or dog food or whatever the fuck you eat to really kick ass in the Forsaken Dungeon. If not, prepare to die, and when you die, all your items explode out of you like in the Diablo series. and you get switched to Claire. As Claire, you can go back to the point where you died and pick up your items again. Too bad Claire is all the way in the fucking hotel, so getting to where you died can be a tedious mindfuck because the map is unintelligible blinking rectangles that have no indication of where you died and arguably no indication of where the fuck you are. Yeah, and I forgot to mention, when you start off as Claire, you don't have any items. You don't have shit. You just have to run past enemies and pray to God you don't get killed. I just found this, this is an altar, okay? What the fuck do I do here? Do I hit it? Do I shoot magic at it? Where the fuck did I die? This is annoying as hell. Leveling up comes pretty quickly. Just bash square a bunch and you're good to go. There's no way to tell what level the monsters are though. So just sometimes you walk into a place with really powerful monsters and get killed. Fuck, I love when games do that. The inventory system in this game is all fucked up. So you find a room full of dungeon grass. What do? You pick that shit up. You need dungeon grass. You don't want to run around the Forsaken Dungeon on an empty stomach, do you? So all 2 of your bag slots are filled up with dungeon grass, which means you can't pick up any of the drops. Great. Now I have to waste my precious dungeon grass to pick up this sweet looking helmet. Just kidding. Everything in this game looks like ass. Just look at the environments. I wouldn't say these graphics are terrible for a PlayStation 1 game, but everything looks exactly the same. It's great when you're running around as Claire trying to find Koji's dead body and all the goddamn rooms look identical. I mean, I guess I didn't have enough room to go buck wild here since I already have an entire fighting game on the same fucking disc, but goddamn, the Forsaken Dungeon uses the same engine, and arguably there's not much content in the actual Ehrgeiz game, so you'd figure they could at least add a little variety to the environments. But then again, why is this even on the same disc as Ehrgeiz? If this game was released on its own separate disc, then I think this would have gotten more attention as being one of the worst dungeon crawlers ever made. I mean, fuck, was this game some sort of joke? Did they make this game to make a point? I can imagine those Japanese sitting around, oh, I played Diablo, such a shitty game. Western role-playing games are so terrible and tedious. Let's make a game like that and see how well it does in the West. Ho ho ho. In conclusion, if you're hopped up enough on amphetamines to the point where you can stand staring at the same rooms over and over again, love to mind-numbingly bash the square button on your PS1 controller, and enjoy not knowing where the fuck you're going, then by all means, pick this game up. But if you actually enjoy games that suck you into the story, have good characters, make you think, or games that are just actually fun, then I'd say you should pick up something like Diablo 2 to get your dungeon crawling rocks off. Not this. Anything but this. This has been Forrest with Blast Processing Reviews, and this game sucks.